On the grid, it is round 11 of the Formula 1 World Championship. 5 lights on ahead of the drivers. And it's lights out and away we go. Kimi gets away very well with Sebastian Vettel. Moves across to cut him off. And then Valtteri Bottas just behind Kimi Raikkonen, and on the inside Daniel Ricciardo. And Lewis Hamilton now having a look down the inside. Looking up just a little bit as the two Ferraris lead them into turn 1. Sebastian Vettel ahead of his teammate going wide. One of the Hasses into turn 1. It's Sebastian Vettel from Kimi Raikkonen. Then comes Valtteri Bottas. And Lewis Hamilton's losing places as they touch the two Red Bulls of Ricciardo. Going wide into turn 2. And there's Carlos Sainz sliding through, and there's big problems for Ricciardo, who spins round on turn 3. Raikkonen second, Bottas, and there is Ricciardo out of this race. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if there isn't a safety car now.
Probably, which didn't help, and yep, nothing that Ricciardo could have done there apart from drive into Budapest centre.
And stop eventually.
He tries to hang on to the car the best he can.
He was lucky he didn't get collected. Trying to get past Max Verstappen, and Hamilton's going to get a decent tow down the main straight. It's Vettel from Raikkonen back in the midfield. There goes Fernando Alonso on Carlos Sainz. Here comes Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. They're weaving all over the track. Hamilton goes around the outside. Alonso goes around the outside. Bottas from Verstappen and Hamilton, and Alonso and Sainz really going for it through turn 1. Sainz is still ahead, and Alonso has lost out to Sergio Perez as well. Verstappen has got Hamilton. Race.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Roman, stop the car, just bring the car in slowly. We believe we have a crossed wheel nut, so just go slow, we'll come back to you. Do you feel anything loose?
Anyway, what corner are we looking at here? Might be that right front.
Now, that constitutes an unsafe release, I would imagine. Close indeed to Max Verstappen. Now, that's what happened here with Bottas. Yeah, the front left didn't go on properly, did it?
Not at all. It went well. The wheel went on properly. It was the gun.
He had a second go at it. Get you to stand at the sky pad with him. That'd be an interesting conversation.
So first of all, he asked.
Do a feature on blue flags.
He asked who it was.
Yeah.
In quite a rude way, but he knew exactly who it was.
Yeah. Ashton Kutcher watches on. Sebastian Vettel comes round the final corner now. Raikkonen, a quicker stop by about 0.3 of a second than his teammate. Now, how close is this going to be as Kimi gets to the end of the pit lane now? Vettel's coming down the main straight. Vettel gets out just ahead of Kimi Raikkonen, and it is only just a couple of tenths more. And Raikkonen, and I said that Fernando Alonso got past Carlos Sainz. Down the inside he goes. The door was open for Sainz, who then made the switch back.
And then he had the DRS down towards turn 2.
But Alonso round the outside.
Just like I was talking about in the track guide, if you had bothered to watch it. 20, and yeah, comfortably in the 20s. This lap of 21.0.
Well, he's a second clear of Lewis Hamilton in terms of his last lap time. If he keeps doing that. Lewis Hamilton has got past Valtteri Bottas.
There we go.
Now. Yeah, they've made that order at Mercedes. Now, just as I was asking the question, should it happen? It has happened. The trouble they've got is if Verstappen carries on at that pace, it might not be so easy that Verstappen is 5 seconds further back.
Okay, Paul, I'm afraid we've got a problem with the car. We're going to have to retire the car. Okay.
Stewards have just noted that incident between Kevin Magnussen and Nico Hülkenberg, and Paul di Resta, who came to Hungary wanting to talk, well, has walked the walk rather than talking the talk this weekend. Impressive in qualifying. Hamilton to win this race from pole position. Nico Hülkenberg is not going to win this race. He wasn't going to anyway, but he has been retired from the Hungarian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel has now led more laps in 2017 since 2004, and in his 50th race for the Scuderia, Sebastian Vettel rounds the final corner and wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Kimi Raikkonen picks up yet another runners-up spot in Budapest, and we wait to see now as Valtteri Bottas is allowed past his teammate to take his place on the podium. Mercedes promised that they would do it.